Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for watching another video. So tonight we're going to have a look at the differences between a Porro pair of binoculars and a roof pair of binoculars. Which one is going to be right for you? Let's have a closer look. And as always, guys, if at the ending of the video you want to purchase the Vortex Raptors or the Vortex Crossfires, make sure you check out the links in the description below. Let's begin with where my career with binoculars started, here with the Porro Prism. Now, I grew up in the 1980s watching Chuck Norris, Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Van Damme, and all the jungle movies, and this is what they used. Yeah, the good old traditional Porro prisms. Man, when you grip onto one of these, it really does make you feel like you're in the movies. Remember when they used to show the image, like when you're looking through one of these, they used to have the image that looked like that, and you're like, how did they get that? Because whenever you look through a pair of binoculars, there's just one circle. I guess that was for a dramatic effect, but these really do feel good in the hand. But one of the major benefits of going with the Porro Prism pair of binoculars is the pricing. Now, on first look, you think to yourself, man, this looks more complicated to make than one of these guys right here. But because of the way that the Porro prisms are utilized here, it's a lot less expensive to make. Basically, it's just bouncing light around in here. You don't have to worry about light splitting and relying on fancy coatings to make the image look nice. So in that sense, normally these are a lot less expensive. Now, roof prisms have been around for a long time. In fact, the only thing that was holding it back from picking up popularity back in the day is the technology and making it affordable. Because when that light comes through these prisms, what happens is the light splits. And sometimes I got to get really close to each other. And if they cross, just like Ghostbusters, remember when they crossed the streams and stuff was just all over the place? That's what would cause these not to be very reliable. So you have to rely on really expensive coatings at the time to have it be a clear image when you look through them. And that's one of the reasons when you look at roof prisms that they're a little bit more expensive than Porro prisms. Now, with the advances in technology, everything is less expensive. The difference between these two is a lot less now because you can get really good fully multi-coated lenses for pretty cheap. And really, because of those coatings, both of these perform very well as far as clarity. Now, which one of these actually has the better image? And after speaking to a bunch of binocular buffs, I will say this. It appears that a lot of the old school people still prefer the Porro prisms, not because of the shape or the style or how heavy it is or the size, but because it gives a better 3D effect. Now, I've had it explained to me that because the objective lenses are outside of the eyepieces, it sets up this triangular situation here where it's supposed to give you a better 3D effect. But I'll tell you guys right now, when I looked through both of these at a bird nest through these branches in the winter, it looked like the image was popping out of the back of these lenses. I can't really tell you which one of these gives you the better image. To me, they're equally as good. So how do you choose between these two? The image quality is very similar, and the pricing is pretty similar now because of the advances in technology and fully multi-coated lenses. Now, I mean, don't get me wrong, these are going to be a little bit more expensive, but if you look at the same brand and the same range, they're going to be very similar. Like this might be $50 more, but I think really what it's going to come down to is what feels good in your hand and what you're going to be using them for. Like when I grip onto one of these, it feels like a pair of binoculars. And don't get me wrong, these feel good. Maybe if I was concerned about weight, I would go with these because normally roof prisms are a little bit lighter. But, you know, whenever I grab these, I don't feel like this is a pair of binoculars. So for me personally, because I like the feel of this, a little bit cheaper, I might go with the Porro prisms. But I know a lot of people really, if they're hiking and they're birding, they want something to hang around their neck. They're probably going to want to go with something like this because it's a little bit lighter and a little bit more streamlined. So, you know, about the same price, about the same image quality. It's really all about what you want to carry around and how you're going to utilize the binoculars. Well, all right, guys, there you have it. Just a few quick differences between a pair of Porro binoculars and roof. If you're trying to decide between these two, the decision is going to be tough because the differences are really small now. Pricing is going to be pretty similar. The image quality is going to be similar. Again, what I think is going to come down to is what you want to feel in your hands and what you want to carry around, and of course, how you want to use them. Well, all right, guys, this is the ending of the video. Remember, if you want to purchase either of these binoculars, make sure you check out the links in the description below. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.